What's up, internet? I have to, I've discovered the way I want to hold my phone when I do this is that the camera's over there, which is the right side. That means that I don't end up doing this, which I noticed I did in one of the videos where like my hand was in front of the camera the whole time. That's really weird. So I gotta hold it on this side, and then I can't block the mic. I figured it all out. I figured this phone is awesome, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, hi. It's Wednesday, Explosion Wednesday, maybe. I don't know if that's a thing yet. I'll have to talk to Craig. And I have a couple pieces of fan mail I want to respond to. And I'm smiling because I just recorded most of this vlog. And the problem with recording a vlog on your phone is if someone calls you, it stops recording. I actually had that problem a couple times when I was recording 5 things. I couldn't see the screen because I was using the other camera so I could shoot in 1080, because the camera that faces the other direction shoots in 1080. This one only shoots in 720. So I couldn't see the screen, and my wife called me, and I didn't know because the phone was silent, and I just kept talking for like 10 more minutes and just lost all of that footage because it stopped recording. Anyway, I'm so far off topic. Faithful Cupid, his name is Reese, contacted me on Twitter, and he said, Shawn B. Martin, that's me, have you ever considered doing fan mail? And I responded to him, I'm pretty sure I do that all the time. And that was kind of a smart answer and kind of a serious answer. I constantly respond to people all the time. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, but to be fair, I've only been doing the vlogging again for the last 2 weeks or so. But I would say, in general, I respond to people all the time. I respond to my email when people email me, chancesarelimited@gmail.com. I respond to tweets when people tweet at me. I respond to comments. I really try and engage my fans as much as I can. I think what he means, though, is will I ever do videos or a series where I take pieces of fan mail and respond to them? And I've already kind of tried that. I did a series called Ask the Clones, which I will link in the info. I did 4 episodes and then I stopped, and there's a reason I stopped. The problem was, and maybe it's because it was the clones and not me, but I can't think that that's possibly the only reason. The problem was, the only questions I was getting weren't questions. They were, what's your favorite something? Or do you like or have you tried X? Like, have you tried this soda? Have you tried this video game? What's your favorite sci-fi movie? What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Those aren't questions. Those are facts. A question has substance and meat and something to actually discuss. So when I went to actually make Ask the Clones, it ended up being these like really short, stupid 10 to 15 second answers because there was nothing to talk about. And that became very discouraging to me. So I just killed the series because it was not at all what I was hoping to get from it. For every episode would probably get one good question, and then everything else was like, what's your favorite balloon? And I was like, what the no. So to respond to your question, Reese, I'm not considering doing a fan mail. I respond to comments like crazy, and now that I've got this vlog up and running again, I'm more than happy to respond to people on a nearly daily basis and in video form where I'm actually talking to you, not just responding to a comment. So that brings me to my next response. Let me go over to the correct video here. Where did it go? Yesterday I yesterday? Was this yesterday? October 2nd. That was yesterday. I posted this video and I talked about how on my production days, I feel like I never get done what I want to get done. And I want to respond to 2 people. Caprio said, you're setting your bar too high, you should slow it down a little, take the next couple weeks off to relax a little more and not worry about YouTube so much. I want to share something with you guys. The primary reason that you have not seen the continuation of Professor Martin's YouTube school is because I dropped out. I've told several people who've talked to me, I've told several people explicitly that I'm not putting the kind of effort into YouTube that I was last year, this year. In January, like right around the start of the new year, I kind of made a New Year's resolution to stop focusing so much on this. And even in the past 3 months or so, I would say I've focused on YouTube even less, way less. And that's a personal choice, mostly related to relationships with people in my real life and my work, my real job. I don't feel like I can give 100% of myself to both YouTube and my job and my personal life. And the choice came down at the beginning of the year to one of those two, and I said, screw YouTube, sorry. I love the community, I love the interaction. I don't like the process. I don't like the website. I don't like most of the people, but all of the people who I actually do talk to and communicate with regularly, I love you guys. Anyone who I've ever responded to ever, consider yourself loved by me because you said something that made me want to respond to you and give you like a personal communication. That's the kind of stuff I really like. But that stuff is so few and far between that I decided my real life, and I hate using that term as if YouTube cannot be real life, because it can. My real life was what I really needed to put a priority on. So basically, Caprio, to respond to your comment a little more directly, I spend Monday and Thursday working on YouTube. Any other day of the week, I might work on YouTube. I never pressure myself to do it. If I have somehow let something slip on my schedule, I don't really let it bother me. I'm pretty much at the point now where I can always, there aren't that many things that have a given date that they're supposed to be released. I've got 5 things on Friday, an episode of The Sims on Wednesday, an episode of The Other Sims on Saturday, the 5 Things podcast on Sunday. That's pretty much it. Those are the only things that I have decided times that they have to be released. And I can easily do those 4 things in those 2 days. Everything else is bonus. I have to do an episode of Hermitcraft. I'm going to walk away because there are people coming in over there. I have to do an episode of Hermitcraft weekly, but I usually find time to do that. And then I like to do Survive or Die, but that keeps getting pushed to the back burner, as I noted yesterday. And the other comment I want to respond to is Ron. Ron is, sometimes he says things that are just like, he's my little Yoda. I love the things that he says. So what he said was, and feel free to go look at the comment yourself, the reason I never catch up is because it's my hobby. And if I ever catch up on my hobby, that means I've lost the passion for it. And I think he's exactly right. The reason that I never feel done with it is because I like doing it so much. So Ron, I think you're exactly right. And Caprio, thank you for your concern. I feel plenty relaxed, don't worry. Like I said, it's not a matter of me grilling myself for not being able to do something. It's a matter of me just feeling like I could accomplish more in a certain amount of time. But I appreciate the concern. Thanks for watching the long vlog. See ya.